Good YouTube. It's your boy Wayne. We back. Got another little walk vlog with me. So I'm around my little area, my house. Show you where I'm at. But I just wanted to pop on. I'm gonna do some more of these walk vlogs and talk and share my thoughts and opinions about stuff. So I was like I did the other day. I was talking about like people coming to people's defenses, like be careful doing shit like that. But in this walk and talk in particular, I wanted to talk about something that's near and dear to me. It's something I kind of just recently came across, but I figured I'd talk about it because I'm doing a whole bunch of stuff on my channel and just talking and venting I finally found like something that for me that I like to do. And I'm gonna keep doing it. But anyway, but what I wanted to tell people was, no matter what you do in life, don't let people's opinion not scare you off of what you want to do or what you plan on doing, but don't let people's opinion make you feel a certain type of way to where their opinion matters most. And I'm gonna explain what I mean by that. So I make content, evidently, right? I do powder balloon reviews and stuff like that. And for me, a lot of people may not even like my content, or I mean, shout out to my 50 or so followers, and shout out to everybody who like, comments, and subscribes. But for me, sorry if I'm walking around, I'm on gravel, so I'm just walking around and talking and whatnot. But for me, I've literally, not to say I've lost friends over doing this type of content, but I've literally, male friends, I've literally not lost, but they're still alive, and I consider them friends. Or no, I don't consider them really friends. I consider them like homies. Let me take all that back. I just consider them at this point in my life. Everybody has thoughts, feelings, and opinions about any and everything. That's valid. You're free to share your thoughts, feelings, opinions about whatever you want to feel about them. But if you're going to come at people with your thoughts, feelings, and opinions, realize that they don't have to accept it and they don't have to believe in it. And so for me, like I said, I lost friends over it. Not friends per se, but people near and dear to me have voiced their kind of shame in it, and I never really understood it. So I just kind of took it as, it is what it is. Like, that was for me, but they were so vocal. The reason why I'm putting this out is because they were so vocal in doing it. And I don't really care, and that's why I say I don't care what people opinion about what you got going on. Make sure you do what you do for you. You are the only person at the end of the day that's got to survive at the end. After it's all said and done, everybody goes home. Nobody else is paying your rent. Nobody's paying your bills. Nobody's taking care of your kids if you have them. Nobody's helping you out health-wise and all that. Make sure whatever you do is for you. The thoughts, feelings, and opinions of people outside of you, you can consider it if you choose to. I would say judge the source, for one, and for two, realize that those are their insecurities. Those are their fears that they're placing on you. So just even with me and my content, I plan on like this, like I did a previous walk vlog, and I'm gonna do this walk vlog, and I'm gonna do more. But even with people's opinions that they give to you, they just kind of throw them on you as if like it's just supposed to like you're just supposed to take it just because it's something that's coming from not a credible source. It's coming from like a friend or family member or somebody you know and love. And it's like, you can't just expect people to just take what you say at face value and just run with it. Like nobody's doing that, and I just want to make sure that I put that out there, that I don't want anybody who comes across this message to just think that you have to take somebody else's opinion. No, you do not. Everybody opinions are like a-holes. Everybody's got one. But for two, everybody's opinion, they're not even fully read in on what you got going on. So somebody else say, man, you can't think like that, or man, you shouldn't think like that because this, that, and the fourth. And I'm thinking in my head, dude, you don't even have this, that, and the fourth that I'm even speaking about. Or you do this instead, or you don't even think about this, or you living your life this way. So how are you going to come to me with your thoughts, feelings, and opinions and expect, everybody has an opinion, but you expect me to just to throw away my thoughts, feelings, and opinions and just adopt your thoughts, feelings, and opinions? And that's the number one thing that, for real, with my content, I'm doing my content my way, and I love everybody who gives me suggestions and things like that. And I want to keep pouring into people. I want to keep giving my thoughts, feelings, and opinions about whatever that comes across in the world. But trust me when I say, I don't expect people to take what I say and adopt it for themselves. I expect everybody who's ever going to watch any one of my pieces of content, no matter if it's on IG, no matter if it's on YouTube, no matter whatever it is, think for yourself. I'm just giving you my thoughts about it, and that's it. I'm not telling you you have to adopt it. I'm not telling you gotta think like me. I'm not telling you you're right, wrong, or indifferent. I'm just telling you how I feel. And for me, that's the most freeing thing ever, because before me doing this type of content, or just content in general, I kind of held in my not in my heart or my soul, I just held back how I felt about things, just because I wanted to let other people get how they felt off. I never really was the vocal person. I was always the smartest person out of my friend group, by far. Some of us went to college, some of us didn't. I wasn't one of the ones who did. But as far as like how I move within my friend group, or just like growing up, I would consider myself pretty much by far like the smartest. And not to like brag or like toot my own horn, but I would consider myself like not necessarily the smartest, the person that's most well-rounded, the person that's the most comfortable in life. And I've literally had a friend, and I don't want to put people's business out there. You'll never really see the person, but I guess I can tell this example. I've had a friend, I'm married with 3 kids, and I'm just using this as an example. I'm married with 3 kids, right? I literally had a friend, I was telling him, yeah, I'm about to go get a vasectomy because I don't plan on having no more kids with me and my wife. I had this friend argue and tell me I shouldn't do it. It's against God's wishes, this, that, and the fourth, for me to get a vasectomy. I said, okay, fair enough. And I told him, because he has 1 child already, I said, hey, you should consider doing it if you don't want no more kids. He doesn't listen to me, so years later, he moves out by me, and in 2 or 3 years, he done had a baby with another woman. He's not even with this woman, and now he's moved back to where I grew up at, and he has his own, and now he has a wife. So he's married with 2 baby mamas, and I'm not saying this to nag on him or to diss him. I'm actually saying this to like just show an example of how people will give you their thoughts, feelings, opinions about something, yet they're not entirely read in on the situation. You give it back as the reason why, hey, this is the reason why I'm doing it. I know that you don't want to do it, and you even try to offer advice to people, but they don't want to take it. So never really allow people's thoughts, feelings to like get in how you make you change. I'm not here telling you to, if you're doing wrong, to continue to do wrong. I'm not here telling you if you're doing right to do right. I'm here telling you to do what's for you. You only have your life to worry about. You're here on this earth. You have your one experience, and that's it. After it's all said and done and everybody checks out and goes home, we'll see what the hell happens after. As of right now, we don't know. And I'm going to just leave it at that. As it currently stands, this is our one experience. This is what life has given us. We are all here put on earth. We all have trials, tribulations, and things that we deal with. We deal with insecurities, fears. We deal with ups and downs, successes. But make sure that people's opinions and like how they feel you should move is just their opinion. You don't have to adopt it. You don't have to take it in to your brain and seed it. it doesn't have to seed in your brain like that. And I'm not telling you that people can't tell you good advice, because, hey, people can tell you good advice all day. Somebody can tell you, I don't know, what's a piece of good advice? Intermittent fasting. That's a good piece of advice. Somebody could tell you that and you could be like, nah, it ain't for me. Cool, it ain't for you, Only thing I would say is try things out. Try different things. See how you like it. Always default to like doing something. Like, I realize that in life you gotta do stuff, and then if stuff works out, cool. If it don't work out, fuck it. It wasn't for you, It wasn't for you, or you learn from it, It may be something that you pick up later, or it's a piece of information that you gotta pass off to somebody else that you know or love, or something for you to give to somebody else, But make sure that you're doing whatever you do in life for yourself. That's my biggest piece of information that I can give. And if my homie who I told the story about with the kids like feels mad or something like that, don't feel mad. I'm just only using that as a mere example of how difference of opinions, people have differences of opinions, and I just don't want people always think that people have to adopt their way of thinking, or their way of their way of like outlook on the world. And it's like, dude, people have outlooks on the world that are completely different. I think this way, I think this is good. You may think that way, you think that's good. Cool. You can tell me about your way, and I'm down to listen, but don't think that if I don't go your way, don't take it personally. Just realize I made a decision for my life. I made a decision for myself, and I want everybody else who's ever going to watch my content to make whatever decision they want to make in their life for them. Don't ever let somebody else make that decision for you. Because when somebody else makes that decision for you and it goes to shit, you're gonna be left there, you're gonna be left there crying. You're gonna be left there stuck. You're gonna be left there broke. You're gonna be left there homeless. You're gonna be left, on red, and they gonna move on with their lives. You know what I mean? And that's all you got, So that's gonna be it for this message. This is my walk vlog, and yeah, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe when y'all see it. I'm gonna do more walk vlogs, and yeah. Peace. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe when y'all see this, man.